Blessings in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach. I'm coming today asking for everyone to pray for the people down in Honduras and around in South America. Because of an event, a prison burnt down. And they say they couldn't find the keys to open the prison up. So at least 300 or over, or maybe more by now, died in those flames. They were locked up and they couldn't get out. The people say that the head of the prison claimed that they couldn't find the keys, or the jailer that had the keys, which that's just really hard to believe, because usually in a jail you have a person that's sitting out there with the keys, so if something happened, they could at least get them out into the yard here in America. Well, we're not talking about here in America. We're talking down in Honduras, with less appealing prisons than ours. But it just boggles my mind that you couldn't find the keys to open the cells to let those people out. But anyway, their families need prayer. They need prayer. There's other things that they will need to help them out, because they have to bury the bodies within 24 hours because they don't embalm bodies down there, and it's a very hot country, so therefore they can't keep the bodies too long at a time. The families have to pay for that. The families have to pay for the medical treatment of the ones that were not killed, which is hard. So I earnestly ask you to pray and seek within your own heart if there's something that you can do to help them out down there in a legitimate way. Don't just give money or something away to people just saying, oh, we started this thing for Honduras. No, find a legitimate way of helping these people. And tonight on humanbeingbroadcasting.net, Kathy and I'll be on. We're on Jesus on the Mainline. And we dedicated the show last night to the people down there in prayers. And so we have some ministers from Honduras that are going to be on our show tonight. And I earnestly seek for you to come and be part of our show. I mean, you just type in humanbeingbroadcasting.net. It'll bring it up, and then there's some little boxes up there, and you'll see Jesus on the Mainline. Well, you click on that and you're there. It will begin at 8 Eastern Time, 7 Central here where I'm at, and 5 out in California. So I really invite for you to come and listen and hear these ministers down in Honduras. They're down there. They will be speaking from Honduras. And I urge you, come and listen to them. And pray for these people. This country is a third world country. Their prisons are terrible. I mean, I pray that I never have to go to prison, but if I had to, I would rather be here in the United States than down in a third world country. So, we need your prayers. We need you to come in and support these pastors that's going to be on. There are many children that are living out in the streets in Honduras. So these children sometimes get put in prison for nothing. I mean, like Kathy was telling, this one man had sold a donkey or given a donkey to a neighbor. 3 months later, the donkey dies, and the man goes to prison because the donkey died. He didn't know that it was in bad health. He didn't know that the donkey would die in 3 months. And his two sons went because they were the ones that took the donkey up to the neighbor. So they went to prison. A father, two sons went to prison for either giving or selling a neighbor a donkey that died. I mean, our courts wouldn't even get involved in anything like that, but maybe civil court if you wanted to sue them. But needless to say, you won't find someone here going to prison over something like that. And these three spent 6 years in prison before, as Kathy was working down in Honduras with the prison system, finally got them out. The mother was left at home with other children and trying to make ends meet, trying to supply food to her family. And many children are just, I call them throwaway kids. My heart breaks for them, The family gets large enough that they can't support, then the kid has to go. Where does that kid go? Out on the street. Sometimes in a prison for no reason at all. So there's many people that was down in that prison for what we would consider nonsense stuff. I mean, a donkey dying after your neighbor has it for 3 months and you go to prison for it? Nonsense stuff. But there's people in those prisons for nonsense stuff. Now there's some in there for really, truly bad stuff they did. I mean, horrendous crimes that they did in trying to survive in their country where they're at. But don't just shrug your shoulders and say, oh, well, they were prisoners. They probably got what they deserved. No. Many of them did not deserve. I don't think anyone deserved to be sitting in a cell, locked up, with a building on fire, feeling that heat from that fire growing closer, trying to breathe and can't breathe because of the smoke and the stuff coming in. And you run over there and you'll shake the bars and you'll scream, let me out, let me out, let me out. And nobody let them out. Nobody come to their rescue. The official says they couldn't find the keys. Well, like Kathy said, the keys are in the box right there by the door. So, I mean, you know, all they had to do was open the door up, reach in, get the keys, walk over and let unlock, and it would unlock the cells. That's a horrible way to die. Terrible, terrible, terrible way to die. To be burned to death, locked up in a place you can't get out of. I pray many of them had already given their hearts to Yeshua, Jesus Christ. I pray that the ones that hadn't will, in those last moments, gave their heart to Him, so that they will be at peace today with Him. But the families need your prayers. I've seen it on TV where when they come out and they were calling out the name of the victims, the ones that died and perished. And I'm sure there was some guards that died and stuff trying to maybe even help. But this poor woman was trying to climb over the fence to get in, and then she heard her husband's name read, that he was deceased. Her screams in agony and crying. How many women had husbands and even children in there for nonsense reasons? And dying. And they're gone. My heart breaks for them. So I just ask you, I really ask you, please come and be with us tonight on humanbeingsbroadcasting.net, Jesus on the Mainline. I will leave a link down below. But come and be with us and hear these blessed pastors down in Honduras that was there when this went on, and that are helping the families cope with their loss. Please come and be a part of the program. Ask questions. Call in. Just come and be with us to support these pastors. In the name of Yeshua, just pour out your love upon these people and let them want to respond in kind. I'm turning this video over to you, my beloved Yeshua. Open the doors, open the hearts, open the minds, and let your goodness and your righteousness walk in and use each person out there, either in prayer or whatever way you choose to use them. Right now, in the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, be blessed. Be blessed.